Hi, lovely air signs. Welcome to Joy Energy Tarot. I'm Jenny. This is your intuitive guided reading for the week of January the 16th, and I hope it resonates with you. If it doesn't, don't worry, go and watch another lovely reader. I've done all the shuffling and asking beforehand so that we don't have a huge long video. So let's start the week with a message from our lovely Louise Hay. I am willing to change and grow. I am willing to change and grow. When I am ready to make positive changes in my life, I attract whatever I need to help me. Isn't that amazing? It's so true. So we're always growing. That's what we're here to do. Okay, so I've already done the asking of the angels and guides here. We're using Kyle Gray's messages this week for Gemini, Libra and Aquarius. So we'll read them after the general tarot reading. So let's get on with it. If you've got a 16 or a 7 in your chart, you like to have time out alone and you never stop learning. You're always wanting to learn. You don't mind having the privacy. You'll have only a few very close friends. You're quite selective and you need time out in nature to rejuvenate. This goes through to the 22nd. If you've got a 22nd in your chart, this actually shouldn't be reduced. It's a master number. You're here to build something large, or you've got that capacity to do that. It could be a garden, it could be a house, it could be a business. Okay, but when you do reduce it to a 4, it's all about planning, being organised, being stable, setting up your base for your whole life. Okay, so you guys start off with really cool things. I can see here you are feeling quite stable, quite secure about your money, about where you're at. And I feel that some of you, you've been wanting that and it's making you feel a lot happier. This is your dearest wish card that was right next to it. Okay, so you're feeling you've got the money that you want, you're feeling quite content about that. Then you move on to the Emperor and the Justice, because I'm actually reading these out together, because I feel that some of you are dealing with a government department or somebody in power, and you're waiting for contracts or things like that, papers to be signed, legal papers to be signed. Okay, so you're waiting for that. I feel that it's going to come through this week. For others of you, this is the Emperor, you guys dealing with somebody in power, or you taking control of your life and being well organised, feeling strong again, feeling excited about what you're doing in your life. And you move on to the Sun as well. And the Sun is like everything is going positively. The answer to questions is yes. You've got things going how you want them. And I feel that that is clarifying the 9 of Wands. So some of you have been either working really, really hard and feeling quite exhausted, and you're pausing and you're thinking, what am I going to do next? But you've carried burdens and things. For some of you, it can be dramas, scars, burdens, but they're all healing now, and you're pausing and you've actually grown through this, through whatever that situation is, and it's making you feel a lot stronger. But you're looking at your life now and you're thinking, what am I going to do next? So some of you might be starting a new job or something. You're getting justice. Justice is being served to you, but you are tired. And so you've got the 4 of Cups, and this is where you've felt let down in the past, or you're sick of doing what you're doing, or people have lied or cheated to you in the past. You know, you mightn't have been able to achieve your goals because of COVID, but you're just feeling bleh. So when you feel like that, get out there and do something. I mean, maybe lie down and have a rest, but do something to lift your vibration. Shopping for some people, fingernails for others, massage for some of you, just walking nicely along the beach and asking for guidance, or lying on your bed and asking for healing. Do anything to lift up your vibration so that you can see all the good things coming in. This is a card to remind you to also be grateful for the things that you've got in your life. Because I feel that some of you, because the 9 of Wands is here and the 7 of Wands, it's like you've been feeling trapped, tied down, you've been scarred from the past. Every time you try to do something, you've had a setback. And, you know, whether it's in love or your work or trying to buy a house, something like that, it's like 1 step forward and 2 back. But this is a card of reminding you to break free from any fears you have, false emotions appearing real. It's the 7 too. So 7s are all about breaking through illusions or disillusions as well while you're learning. So this card is you learning about your work or your job or your course that you want to do, and it's time to break free from any fears and then working out, is this what I really want to do? In my other pack, it suggests too that you're nearly there, even though you've had the setbacks and now you've overcome a lot. Don't give up because you're almost there, okay? So yeah, reading along the bottom there, you've got a dearest wish card, so dreams starting to come true, working for justice or justice working for you, weighing up your options, getting the balance back in your life. Justice will serve you. It's a karmic card, so you will receive what you deserve. It's all very good. It's really good. And then in the covering 3 cards I've got here, you have got the moon. So this is where you can be overwhelmed by your emotions, and your emotions are going like this. You've probably got too much happening, too much going on. It's time to break through illusions, disillusions. Just remember with the moon card, it goes in cycles. So you might be not sleeping at the moment, but that will change. So while you're like this card is really good at saying that your intuition is fantastic. Follow your own guidance, follow your intuition. You can come up with new ideas and new plans when you're in that moon phase. You are needing a rest, so you've got 2 falls there, the emotional one where you're a bit flat and the mental one. So this is the one where you do need to take a rest, even get a healing, but just lie down and take the rest and don't feel guilty about it. This is where you'll get your thoughts back in alignment, and because 4s are all about having everything organised, and she's resting there, and it just, instead of your head going like this, when you've got 100 things, and I always say write them down, look at the pros and cons of everything, or write lists, because 4s love their lists, but 4s are getting that balance, and you've got the Justice card too, which is a Libra card, getting the balance back in your life. And then you've got the Chariot, so that's the ultimate overcoming anything, everything in your life. You're moving forward, it's taken ages, you've overcome karmic debt, past life karmic things, you've overcome a lot of challenges in this life, and now you're moving forward. This can represent too some of you going on an overseas trip or planning an overseas trip, and that might be why you've got the legal papers there. You're dealing with the government department to do with passports, etc. And some of you, you're planning it, so you may be going in the future. And others of you, you might be buying a house or a motorhome or something like that, okay? So you're overcoming challenges, which is fantastic. You're growing, you are transforming and growing as a person in this life. You've learned through everything that you've been going through. Okay, let's start off with Gemini. I'll just do the timestamp, and it is 7:40 for you Geminis. What do you need to know this coming week? Surrender. Okay, surrender. So you're using the lovely Kyle Grey cards. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? He channels all this work. He's quite a famous medium. Surrender. If you're feeling overwhelmed or emotional at this time, your angel guides want you to know it's okay to let go. When you open up and release your concerns, you open up to support miracles. You open up, to support and miracles. You are a vessel and you contain light. Your concerns are taking up space, and when you release them, you make room for more light. Let them go now. This is a time to experience the freedom that you deserve. You don't have to do this alone. God and the angels are ready to help you. Call in the angels and invite them to help you surrender and release anything that could be blocking your experience of miracles. To help them usher positive energy into your life, ask yourself what you need to let go of in order to grow, and then action it. Okay, Gemini? And your animal spirit from Dr. Farmer this week is the lizard. Don't forget to dream. Have your dreams and then aim for them and follow them. And your divine direction is guides. Your spirit guides are there to help you. Communicate with your spirit guides today. All right? So they go hand in hand, those messages. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you all next week. Okay. Right. We've now got Libra. What do you need to know, Libra? Okay, Libra. Oh, honesty and communication. Beautiful, beautiful art here. Honesty and communication, Libra. If you feel a person or a situation is making you lose a sense of yourself or drawing you away from the joy, it's time to speak up and make sure that you are heard. You're being guided to begin by lovingly connecting with your own heart. to hone in on and honour what you want for yourself and your life. Take time to reflect on what is important to you, where you want to direct your energy, and what your priorities are for the next phase of your journey. It may be that you are fighting against the flow and not wanting to admit to yourself that something is holding you back or dampening your spirit. But angels love you and want you to know that honesty is the best policy for you now. And that's interesting because that comes up actually in the reading as well, where you're holding on to stuff and you want to break free, and you've got a few fears there, but probably because you don't like hurting people. You have got the unicorn this week. Use your imagination. So use your imagination to create the life that you really want. And then your guide message is birth. This is a time of new beginnings. Embrace the new life with open arms. Okay, Libra? Have a wonderful week. And Aquarius, just trying to read the light. Aquarius, you have got cut the cords. Okay, so something is needing to be done. Cut the cords. If you're finding yourself hanging on in a situation you know is unhealthy or negative, Angel Wisdom is encouraging you to call upon the help you need to release yourself from it. It's probably to do with your past or your upbringing or something like that. Know that angels are guiding you to surrender the need to direct and control at this time. So you can welcome in the spiritual support that is available to you. So it's actually more about trying to control things when you don't need to. When you ask your angels to support you in cutting the cords, they will help dissolve the connections that are hooking into you, the connections that are hooking you into a negative situation. You have to do your part too by removing yourself from harmful and draining situations. That's really important, okay? We can't help everybody, and sometimes these situations where you want to help just drain you, and actually it's that person's life path, not yours. They have to learn their own lessons. If you have any questions regarding a situation, relationship or outcome at this time, know that you're being guided to find a new way forward, as it will be rewarding and replenishing for you. Ultimately, cutting the cords is an act of self-care and self-love. Okay, Aquarius? And your animal spirit is bear. Stand up for yourself. Okay, stand up for yourself. And affirm. Create your own affirmations. Think of words or phrases that inspire you and write them down. They're really good. They are very good and they really, really work. Okay, lovelies. I hope you have the most amazing week and thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all again. Ka kiri anō. Blessings to you all.